like a carport that's open, made of
Oh,
aluminum, and I think that's best you can do.
we're live.
Excellent. Welcome everyone to the Corporation of the Township of Bonnechere Valley. This is our regular council meeting. It is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, and it is in fact 5:30 p.m. So I am calling this meeting to order. Are there any additions to the agenda? We do have one. We've got the water and sewer reserves resolution that we agreed to this afternoon. So we're adding that as 9.6. So with that, I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, that the agenda be accepted as amended. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Merv, seconded by Tracy. All in favor? Wonderful. Watch this, guys. Is there any pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof? Seeing none. Love a good tease. As we gather this afternoon, we acknowledge on behalf of this council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. We are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. And at this time, I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, that the minutes of the regular council meeting held on March 10th, 2026, as presented or amended, be hereby adopted. May I have a mover and seconder to get it on the floor, please? Moved by John, seconded by Tracy. Were there any errors or omissions? I see none. All in favor? We have no delegates this afternoon, and reports have been filed. So I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, whereas direction has been given to staff. Now be it resolved that the correspondence be filed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by John, seconded by Merv. All in favor? Wonderful. Was there anything on the check register or board report? I see no concerns. So I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, that the Eganville Drinking Water System Summary and Monitoring Report 2025 be accepted as presented. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tracy, seconded by John. All in favor? And that carries. I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, that the Eganville Sewage System Performance and Monitoring Report 2025 be accepted as presented. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tracy, seconded by John. All in favor? Oh, we're going to make Daryl so happy. All right. I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March 2026, whereas the proposed changes under Bill C-14, the Bail and Sentencing Reform Act, respond to community safety pressures and violent repeat offenses. And whereas this legislation is a step in the right direction, we still need more support for mental health and addiction services, more judges and prosecutors to clear court backlogs, and better data sharing across provinces. And whereas municipalities continue to face rising demands on emergency services, growing homelessness, and limited access to health and social supports of all, which contribute to public safety concerns. And whereas many of those committing crimes are not housed in the correctional system, therefore remain in our communities. And whereas enforcement alone cannot solve the complex challenges driving crime and community disruption. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Township of Bonnechere Valley requests the federal government review the legislation closely and continue advocating for a comprehensive federal approach to community safety, one that empowers local governments to meet the needs of their residents, including but not limited to the following: create a designation of a chronic persistent offender, allow community impact statements at bail and at bail hearings, create reverse onus in bail for all firearm offenses, and have all bail-related gun charges go to the Superior Court for bail release. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be sent to the Prime Minister, Federal Justice Minister, Premier of Ontario, the Attorney General, the Solicitor General, Municipal Affairs, MP Cheryl Gallant, and MP Billy Deneau, the Federations of Canadian Municipalities, and the Association of Municipalities of Ontario. May I have a mover and a seconder, please? Moved by Merv, seconded by Tracy. All in favor? And that carries. And I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, whereas the cost of large animal veterinary services in northern and rural Ontario is significantly higher due to the long travel distances and limited number of large animal veterinarians available to service the region. And whereas it has come to Council's attention that the Ontario Veterinary College for Large Animal Veterinary Services has been denying admission due to limited enrollment capacity. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Township of Bonnechere Valley formally requests that the Ontario Veterinary College, the Ontario Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Agribusiness, and the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association consider expanding enrollment capacity at the Ontario Veterinary College to allow more applicants to pursue certification as large animal veterinarians. And further, that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the Ontario Veterinary College, Canadian Veterinary Medical Association, Ontario Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Agribusiness, Ontario Ministry of Colleges, Universities, Research Excellence and Security, the Associations of Municipality of Ontario, and the Rural Ontario Municipal Association. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tracy, seconded by John. All in favor? Thank you, Council. And I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026. The Council approved the transfer of an additional $66,311.64 out of water reserve in 2025 to cover capital expenses. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by John, seconded by Merv. All in favor? Thank you, Council. I don't know why the heck that just happened. That was weird. Okay. I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, that bylaw 2026-020, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time, and passed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by John, seconded by Tracy. All in favor? Thank you, Council. And finally, I have a resolution dated this 24th day of March, 2026, that the council meeting be adjourned at 5:38 p.m. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Merv with two hands and seconded by John. All in favor, jazz hands. Thanks, everybody. Great.